Hey everybody, Jayborino here, welcome back, continuing StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. We're on Mission 2, The Growing Shadow.
Zeratul, you must secure the Xel'Naga Keystone from James Raynor. My forces will reactivate the Spear of Adun, a warship that will be invaluable in the battles ahead. May Tassadar's shadow hide you, my friend.
Alrighty, complete the mission, train a combined total of 20 Zealots or Stalkers, no problem, and find all the mineral pickups, mineral and gas pickups. Those should be no problem. That's just playing the map like normal. The mineral and gas pallet pickups are extremely useful, so it's definitely worth finding those. There's some right at the beginning we can get after we get our base. We get a little micro section at the beginning. Should be fun times. Mission 2 really just teaching you the basics of the game. The prologue was separate from the Legacy of the Void main release, so at that point, you start that prologue and you have access to almost the entire tech tree, whereas here we only have Zealots and Stalkers, and the game says, hey, figure it out. But that's no problem. I actually find missions 2 and 3 on Brutal to be quite hard, because you have no unit variations, you have no Spear of Adun, and there's a lot of enemies that you have to contend with, especially the next mission. I think the next mission is one of the hardest in the entire game, to be honest. Mostly to get the achievements as well, but you just need to build a ton of units. Let's go, loading screen.
Seeker lies in ruins. What has transpired here?
Zerg, protect the Dark Prelate.
The Zerg in this area should have been eradicated. Stalkers, hurry to the Nexus point nearby and warn our brethren. I must investigate this further.
Okay, just starting with some Stalkers here. And I'm not going to be too concerned about keeping these Stalkers from taking health damage.
The enemy surrounds us. Proceed with caution.
As long as they survive, then they get healed into the next section. So it really doesn't matter. We can sit around and wait for shields as well. Shields come back a lot faster in StarCraft 2 compared to StarCraft 1. It's really just once they're out of combat, you can see how fast it ticks up. So that's quite nice. Any more Zerglings?
We will have to blink across this chasm.
Yes, I know how to blink. Okay, and we could back up and blink back across the chasm, but you know, we don't need to do that. So let's move on in. I think there's some Mutalisks up here, yep.
Mutalisks. Focus particle disruptors upon them.
Stay away from that one. Okay, it all worked out. Again, as long as they survive, you get to keep all 3 of them, and they get healed, I believe.
Zeratul, the Templars stationed here. I can no longer sense them within the Kala.
Is that not impossible? Your kind cannot disappear from the Kala, unless your nerve cords are severed.
Then the impossible has happened. I can no longer sense Artanis. There is only a void in the Kala where he should be.
The shadow moves against us, Executor. Artanis is in grave peril.
You must raise an army and find him. My Phase-Smith Karax will help you re-establish this Nexus point. Zeratul, save Artanis.
Save Artanis. Okay, well, let's power stuff. First things first.
Dark Prelate Zeratul, I am Karax of the Kalai Caste.
Friend Karax, we must establish this Nexus as quickly as possible.
Karax should teach us the basics, even though we're already well aware of how to play Protoss. I think he would. He would probably tell us that we need a pylon, right? Alright, let's go grab some pallets.
A void pylon. It should be able to summon my Nerazine brothers.
Dark Prelate, we answer your call. The voice of the
Okay, some random Zerglings over here. We can get some more pallets. This is for that other achievement, but also just extremely useful. And we're going to grab a few more gateways as well, and we're just going to start getting lots of Stalkers. I'm not going to build too many Zealots this map. I think they're a little wasteful. Let's just walk back to base. They're good to have a few in the front to absorb Baneling or Zergling hits, because there are tons and tons of Zerglings all over the place. But for the most part, you know, we can do fine with just Stalkers. You can see now the Chrono Boost is persistent, so we can just sit here and build drones. We're going to need a lot more pylons as well, and there's not much room for them. So we're just going to stick them wherever they will fit. And again, I think we'll get hit by a pretty early Zergling wave. We just need like a couple Zealots at the beginning, and otherwise I'm not going to be making too many of them. For these first couple missions on Ire, and then wherever we end up going first for the next mission, Zealots are useful more in a utility way rather than massing them like we were doing in the prologue. In the prologue, we had like so many that we were constantly massing up, and my instinct is to Chrono Boost, but it's fine. We can just leave it. But we probably won't be doing that probably until maybe later in the campaign, if we do it at all. They just, you know, they take up 2 supply each. They die very quickly. The amount of enemies on Brutal is quite high, even compared to Heart of the Swarm. I think Heart of the Swarm had way more challenging enemy bases to break into than Wings of Liberty, or than Wings of Liberty did. And then this one I think is even more so, with the size of the enemy attacks and their bases. And, as I had mentioned in the prologue, a lot of the enemy attacks are outright spawned, so that makes things a little more... I don't want to say interesting, because, I mean, spawned attacks are, it just depends on how they're utilized. I think they're fine, to be honest. I think it's almost the same as the previous campaigns where they were built. It really doesn't make that much of a difference in the sense that it's not like we were able to push into enemy bases and wipe them out in a timely fashion. It didn't really change the way the maps were played.
The Zerg are moving to attack. Rally your defenses.
Okay, here we go. Poor Zealots. This is why we built the Zealots. They keep our Stalkers alive. He lives! What a god. Okay, and again, we just get a few extra ones, and then we're going to want to get another gateway. This mission is all about just, you know, spam out those early units. It's all you can make. Get saturated early. We're probably going to run out of gas in the long run in terms of making Stalkers, and that's pretty much it. And then don't get supply blocked. That's kind of the story for missions 2 and or 3 of all these all 3 of the campaigns. It's just, you know, they use this mission to teach you how to use basic units. Or in Heart of the Swarm's case, it's how to use Kerrigan. She might as well be your earliest, most basic unit. Okay, maybe just a few more Zealots and we'll move out here. We're not in like a huge rush. But, yeah, just enough Stalkers for the DPS and not wasting a build queue on Zealots. And we'll hotkey these gateways. I could probably get one more, especially closer to the end of this, and make sure that we don't get supply blocked, because we will get supply blocked based on the amount of crap that we're just going to be spamming out over the course of this mission. The mastery for this one is to destroy a Zerg hatchery or lair in the first 6 minutes of getting your base. So we're basically past that point now because we got the base around 1:30, I think. I had already talked about the masteries at the end of the last mission, so I'm not going to go into huge detail every single mission on why I will not be getting the masteries, because some of them are just, again, go super quick and avoid playing the map in a semi-normal way, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. Okay, let's wait for this round of Stalkers. Get one more probe, keep making pylons. I can probably grab one more gateway here as well. Maybe 2. Again, by the end of this, we'll be swimming in minerals, and we'll just get a lot of Zealots. But this is probably acceptable. And we'll just utilize Blink a lot. There was a little Blink tutorial, thankfully, am I right? Oh, that Baneling's going to connect, that's for sure. Okay, and just keep pushing along the top here. Another enemy attack is probably going to show up as well. Keep making Stalkers. Blink away the ones that are getting attacked, especially the fragile ones. Okay, get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, probably let's take a moment, wait for some shields, get some more Zealots and Stalkers. Now we have another gateway as well. And we just have to wait for these rallies. So I'm going to grab probably one more gateway, and, I mean, can we really afford to even produce out of 5? I don't know, but This is fine for now. I'm comfortable with it. But yeah, let's wait for these shields at least. These guys are weak. Okay, I guess that's because that's the one they were rallied to. Let's rally to a fresh Stalker. Less likely to die, I suppose. We'll put the weak ones in the back. Okay, and then as much as we can afford, and we're not really that close to getting supply blocked, but near the end of this map, I definitely will get supply blocked if I don't make the pylons now. And there's no forge, right? Yeah, there's no upgrades or anything like that. The next mission is the static defense mission, as it was in Wings of Liberty and Heart of the Swarm. But yeah, these early missions, there's really not that much interesting happening, so we'll just get through them. I could probably wait for the next enemy attack, or we just go now. Yeah, kill those banelings first. I mean, we could target fire the banelings. That would be pretty good of me, but let's be honest, I'm not doing that. I guess I was doing that in previous campaigns, so I shouldn't scoff at it. There's more banelings down here. And I'm just going to now pretty much exclusively make Stalkers, because we don't need Zealots. Wait, destroy these. Did I miss any back here? No. Okay. And now we're going to just review who's getting attacked and blink them back. Seems fine. Stalkers get in there. Keep making more Stalkers. This is where the Zealots kind of shine, is absorbing these hits from spine crawlers so that my other units don't. Okay, you get away, and as you can see, I'm now approaching supply block because I do have a lot of units out, and I have the ability to make a lot more. So we'll queue up a bunch of them. We're getting pretty close to being able to not have to make more units, but I'll just keep making more and more and more. This is where you would get your first hatchery, within that 6 minutes, but we were nowhere close to that, and that's okay. We're not really in a rush. All right, destroy these. It's like a docked scout. Will that help us? Okay, we come over here. There's our next pylon thing.
There, another void pylon.
Over here. Okay, we got even more coming up. I think we get even more Stalkers from the void pylons. There's another void pylon further up. I think we have enough Stalkers now. We could probably get to the end. Denier of the Kala die. I guess we killed him too fast.
Zealots have been corrupted. The hybrid must be behind this. Let us move with purpose.
Oh, I've got purpose, all right. And as you can see, now we're short on gas, which is why I'm going to start making Zealots instead. And wherever we can fit pylons, just get them out. Okay, so now we can do some classic kiting. Just move in, hit one of them, lure some stuff in. You can kill these Ultralisks individually. This one's confused, which I'm not going to complain. Losing the occasional Stalker because I'm not blinking them fast enough, but that's okay. They do rebuild some stuff here. Not a lot, but enough. We're just going to kind of hug the right side. Lure more stuff in. Yes, thank you for hitting that Zealot. It's the cheapest thing that you could do. And I'm just kind of keeping an eye on where the Ultralisks decide to go so we can blink them back if necessary. Okay, OG Guardians up here. I feel like they reintroduced Guardians because they didn't want to make the player deal with Broodlords. Alright, let's hop on over here, get our last optional objective and some gas.
This appears to be the last void pylon in the area.
From the shadows we come.
Ah, it's like what they say when they spawn, except there's more. Okay, and again, anytime we get extra gas, we queue up more Stalkers, otherwise Zealots. But Mass Stalker, along with some Blink Micro, will do us good. Let's draw down what we can rather than fighting them on the ramp, because I really don't like fighting on the ramp.
Solendis, I have encountered your missing Templar, but they have been corrupted, as if possessed. Solendis.
Uh-oh.
You require my cold.
Looks like some stuff got left behind. Alright, so now we gotta get in here. I'm gonna blink up. Immortals are probably the worst thing up here. They're gonna kill so many of our guys here. But it doesn't matter, we have so many, it's fine. So we lost some Stalkers, and that's the end of this section.
Zeratul, I can sense your presence. The Kala is filled with rage. My mind is being consumed.
Artanis, you must hold on. We are coming for you. Your lives are meaningless, purposeless. I grant you salvation. The Dark God is here, on Ire. He has wrested control of the Kala. The Templar have fallen. With our nerve cords severed, only we Nerazim remain unaffected. It falls to us to halt this madness, brothers.
Now Zeratul's got to pick up all the pieces. Okay, they're trying to get through. I don't know if they ever actually will.
We must reach young Artanis. I only pray that we are not too late.
The voices whisper of oblivion, of salvation.
Salvation.
Salvation. I'll say it again for you. See, like, Zeratul can kill all this stuff himself. Why not save the Stalkers? They're valuable allies, you know? Or we can just kill none of them. and just run by them. But we're gonna save our Stalkers if we can, you know? There's no time limit. Just casually stroll through this section, but... Oh no, Artanis is corrupted. We gotta get there quickly. Head on over there, Zeratul. Big Z. Okay, more fights. Let's kill these things.
Fury and rage.
Hey, just spin this guy. There you go. Okay, we can start attacking with the Stalkers now. Give him some void armor. Good thing we played the prologue. We know what Zeratul's abilities do. Alright. Let's go see what our friend's up to. He's very upset.
I can hear his whispers.
Fight, Artanis. Do not let Amon consume you.
Unending hatred.
He has corrupted the Kala. Your nerve cords chain you to his will. They must be removed. Zeratul. Forgive me.
It's sad every time. 12 out of 12 resource pickups. We built 54 units. We needed 20. Nice work. So let's see what happens after this. Get to the next splash screen.
Smith Karax, I have been looking for you.
Artanis, praise the
Your nerve
gods.
cords, they must be removed.
It was done by the Dark Templar. I am free of the Kala's corruption. Are there others?
I have saved all that I could. Come, we must escape this world before time runs out.
Escape? How?
The Spear of Adun still rests beneath the ruins of Kor Shakal. Its generators are ancient, but a phase smith of your ability will know how to bring them online.
The Spear of Adun. I am honored to have the opportunity. This is fortune we cannot ignore.
Indeed. Come, we must go at once.
Nope, that's next mission. That's the last time we're gonna have to do that, just because we're gonna get the Spear of Adun after this upcoming mission. And then this next mission's pretty tricky. I hope you all enjoyed. Those were some great opening cinematics. I really like the start of Legacy of the Void. I think they did a good job setting the scene. Again, you come in ultra powerful, then you're very quickly brought low, and you got to build your way back up through the rest of the campaign. It's I think a good setup. Pretty good standard narrative flow throughout the campaign. All right, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.